Born This Way is such a positive song. I felt this bad about doing a parody of it, and I wanted to show that my heart was in the right place, so I wasn't making fun of the cause or the concept or anything like that.
Among all the famous people I've interviewed, Weird Al Yankovic is one of the nicest. He is a class act and utmost professional. In 2013, I met him at a book signing event and scored a little interview with him.
Weird Al, nice to meet you so much. And can I ask you about what inspired you to donate to the HRC for the Perform This Way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, can I? Go ahead. What inspired you to donate to the HRC to Perform This Way? I think you've chosen the heterosexual lifestyle, so it suggests that you're gay friendly and an ally, and I thank you for that. So can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to
Born This Way is such a positive song. I felt this bad about doing a parody of it, and I wanted to show that my heart was in the right place, so I wasn't making fun of the cause or the concept or anything like that. It was all in good fun, and I felt that by donating to the HRC, that would show that there was it was all in good fun.
Are you a supporter of marriage equality?
Yeah.
I'm always the activist, never the groom. Do you have a brother my age or a family member to set me on a date with?
I'm an only child. My wife's an only child. I'm sorry. I come from a long line of only children.
All right. Well, Weird Al Yankovic, and the last thing I want to ask you about is, do you have any insights about issues like intellectual property with SOPA and PIPA? Do you support those or oppose those?
I need to be more educated before I can come up with an educated opinion on them. So let me think about it for a while.
And any upcoming new parodies or anything?
Eventually,
where was the Harlem Shake or the Gaiman style parody or any of that?
Well, they might be on the next album. Who knows?
Weird Al, so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being an ally in support of LGBT equality. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Now, if I go to a book signing event, I always try to go last, so I have more likely of an opportunity to try to do an interview with somebody. That way, all the people waiting for autographs are out of my way. I've got to say, Weird Al Yankovic was great to his fans. He was very nice to everybody who interacted with him. I was excited and so happy that I got to spend some time talking with him. And out of all the topics, we discussed marriage equality. As a gay man, it was nice to find out that he's supportive of equality. This was after he did the parody of the Lady Gaga song, Born This Way, Perform This Way. Isn't it interesting that flash forward, nearly a decade later, marriage equality is still in the news as elected officials try to pass new marriage equality legislation? I was a teenager of the 90s, and after puberty, I knew that I was attracted to the same gender. But back then, being openly gay was very rare, and it just wasn't embraced enough by society that one could do that, except for very few people and very few brave people. So as a teenager growing up in a rural Northern California town, there's just no way I could be openly gay. It wasn't conceivable to me. So I had to fake it to make it, to try to fit in with heterosexual society, and I didn't. As I tried to fake it to make it, people would call me weird. And as I got older, as you get older, as you learn to love yourself and get more confident in who you are in your skin, you learn to say, haters hate if you're going to hate, but I can't help if you hate. I'm going to be me, and you don't like it, you don't have to like it. And thank you for calling me weird, because all this normal I keep hearing about sounds pretty boring. So if anybody calls you weird or something that they intend to be disparaging, you know what? Turn it around on them. Learning mental self-defense is really important. I encourage those of you who may feel like a weirdo to watch charisma-type channels that educate people how to build their charisma confidence. I'm probably an extrovert, but for those who are introverts and less confident, it's a learning process. And part of that is learning how, when people call you weird and things that are trying to put you down, you got to flip it on them, learn how to embrace and turn it around to say, you know what, I'm weird and that's fine with me. If you want to be normal and boring, all right. If you want me to conform to being like you because you're so limited in your self-confidence that you can only be comfortable around people who are like you, if that's how you want to be, you go be that. But I'm going to be my wonderful weird self. To me, he is not only a music icon, an entertainment icon. I usually don't go to concerts unless I could be right up at the front row. However, one time I was at a Sacramento State Fair. I'm guessing it was probably in 2007, after his song White and Nerdy had become a hit. It was Weird Al Yankovic. Of course, I was seeing as much of it. I think I was kind of far back, but I saw enough. Weird Al Yankovic, even though I didn't get to see him up close and I saw him from a distance back as an audience member, I have to say he is one of the greatest performers. The best live entertainer I've ever seen is the lead singer, Papa Roach. The lead singer of that band just has nonstop energy. I saw him in the early 00s too at the amphitheater in Wheatland, California. But Weird Al Yankovic is probably the second most nonstop energetic, best entertainer I've ever seen. And I don't know. It's the Papa Roach guy was just nonstop energy, but he does one brand of music, right? Rock and roll. Weird Al Yankovic does rap, polka, pop music, Nirvana cover or parody songs, rock music. He does everything. So maybe Weird Al, maybe if I'd have been closer, I'd have voted Weird Al as the best live entertainer I've ever seen. Because really, he is an excellent rapper. Not just as a parody person. The guy just really can get it all out. I actually saw Eminem live once. Eminem was in the same concert as Papa Roach. Eminem back then, maybe he was struggling at that time with his issues, but he was like winded. He couldn't even get a couple words out of his mouth without getting winded. Weird Al Yankovic was just nonstop and rap and rock and all of he's actually also a very physical performer. Unless he was lip singing, I don't know, but I doubt it. I think he was really performing, and I think Weird Al Yankovic is one of the greatest music performers out there of all time. I've seen a petition of getting Weird Al Yankovic in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is stupidly titled that. That organization just needs to change it to the Music Hall of Fame because they've had so many non-rock and roll people in it. But anyway, Weird Al Yankovic, yes, he deserves Lifetime Achievement Awards for all the music award shows. He is the greatest entertainer. Now his biography movie is out. It'll be interesting to see. I've not seen it yet as of the time I'm recording this. I hope it's good, and I hope it's great for his fans. Where's the new parodies, Weird Al? Come on. You know what? It's probably hard for him to find things to parody because there hasn't been a lot of hit music out there. But that's why Music or Lose It exists as a one-person crew. I hope that you will support this channel because the more it grows, especially if you add Music or Lose It to your entertainment budget, and join the community at Locals. I would love for this channel to evolve into something big where I can hire a video editor and get more content out as frequently as possible. It'd be great to be at a point where I'm getting stuff out daily, and I want to do everything I can to stop music industry from dying. The people in charge of the corporate music structure just don't know what they're doing. There's so much great music out. I keep up with the new music every week, and I could tell you there are hundreds of great songs that have come out, and the majority of them is stuff you've never heard of. That's why you gotta connect with Music or Lose It on the Locals community at musicorlosetTV.locals.com. Connect with us there so we could build a music community together and share the fact that there are hundreds of great music songs and videos that come out. A lot of people say, oh, the best music is behind us, all the great music is from the past eras, there's no good music out today. That's nonsense. It's just being suppressed by the corporations for whatever reason. They've got people in their organizations who just don't have good ears, I guess. So stick with Music or Lose It, and as this channel grows, I will do the best that I can to expose you to the great songs. Just because something is not famous doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means you haven't heard of it. It just means it hasn't found the right audience. And there's plenty of stuff that gets popular and well known that is just not that good. So let's try to change that. Let's try to celebrate great music. If you're a supporter of alternatives to big tech, please subscribe to or follow the Music or Lose It channels at BitChute, Locals, Odyssey, and Rumble. Be sure to check out the other great Music or Lose It videos. You might find a new song that you're unaware of to add to your playlist. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments section, whether you agree or disagree with me. I always do my best to reply. For the Music or Lose It channel, I'm the Music Fan Man. Thank you for watching.